Oh, not so great.
Linnea, you're first, then Jeff, then Faye.
Eh.
The skeleton is advancing on you. What do you do?
I can't attack it, I just resurrected it. Plus I used up all my energy to cast that spell.
The skeleton lurches forward, grabbing you by the front of your clothes and raising its sword menacingly.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
You get the sense that it does not have good feelings towards nurturing parental figures.
That's not what that means, Reed.
The skeleton has mommy issues?
No.
Can anyone help out here?
I throw my fork like a spear.
How good is your aim?
Well, it's a fork.
You can't miss. Iguan.
In that case, the spoon sails through the air and straight through its ribs and out the other side, taking a big chunk with it. The skeleton releases Linnea and stumbles back, stunned.
Wait. I'm being complimented now. All I'm saying is good job. Naser equals nasal. That is so true. He has a massive snoot. That's just saying that my normal voice, because I don't think I put on anything for Nasser. What did I do for him? I know I tried something. It was really subtle and doesn't really... There is no fail for fairy because we can't have stakes except the world ending. Yes. Who cares if you roll a 1? We're still dying anyway.
Nice. I run around and pick my fork up. I go.
All right. You're up, Faye.
Spells are better against skeletons. 11? I'm rolling like garbage today. I cast fear.
Unfortunately, skeletons are pretty scary themselves, so that's not gonna do too much.
That's not how fear works. It doesn't work because the skeleton has no brains. In the metaphorical sense, not the physical sense. For where I just snuck around behind the skeleton, I pounce. I grab by the jaw and yank its skull off its shoulders. You should have respect for your mom.
The skeleton staggers around with you on its head for a moment, and then throws you off, roaring.
Rawr. I'm evil.
I have seen enough warriors. No, it's gonna be like a skeleton. I have seen enough warriors.
Congratulations, you are worthy of the secrets of the temple.
Who are you, skeleton? And more importantly, why do you think Linnea is your mommy?
The skeleton raises its arm and grasps its face with its gauntlet, and then yanks. It gets flung out of the armor, landing in a mangled heap at your feet.
We could have had the Dewey Decimal System last time. We missed that joke, by the way.
Nope, yuck. Reed, I thought I told you in my Lines and Veil document, no dismemberment.
It's a
The
skeleton.
gauntlets, greaves, and bracers fall away, leaving a glowing curious that floats in the air.
A glowing whomst?
Wait, what's curious?
Oh, it's the
That's a cuirass.
chest part of the armor.
No, we're looking this up. This is important because this was in, what's it called again?
Cuirass.
Cuirass? I thought it was cuirass.
Cuirass.
Cuirass. All right, well, I saw that in, like, Morrowind, and I didn't know what the fuck it was. Just like pauldrons.
It is pronounced cuirass.
Oh, no way. Yeah, I've only ever read that word. Anyway,
I am Anima, the living armor. I've been charged with protecting the Tome of the Forgotten. Please ignore the skeleton.
Yeah! You fools! I will fight you from beyond the grave!
Yeah, he's a little like that. You don't know what it's like for the last 1,000 years? The Tome of the Forgotten.
What's the Tome of the Forgotten?
I believe you have heard of the Tome of the Forgotten.
Oh, it doesn't ring a bell.
I'm drawing a blank. Is it called the Tome of... It's called the Tome of the Forgotten. Maybe we forgot it. Maybe perhaps you remember it from a few sessions ago. Linnea.
Oh, I don't have that in my notes. It must have been from that session I had to miss.
Which implies that they've been playing for a while with Naomi, which makes the fact that Naomi and Fang barely met even more awkward when you think about it. Like, everyone is hanging out with Naomi except Fang. The Tome of the Forgotten contains the true names of the gods, the old pantheon.
Great, let's take it.
Unfortunately, the tome has been destroyed. Mammoths returned eons ago and emulated the book.
Oh, that's what those scorch marks are.
That's not a book.
Faye, you're standing near the altar
Suddenly, he realizes he fucked up.
as this happens, and as you look in its mirrored surface,
Sad you didn't put out a Skeletor voice. Yes, I love the meme with the skeleton having a pitchfork in it. It's the best. It's art. It's kind of weird when you draw for years and a Snoot fan art you make is more popular. And yeah, that's weird, ain't it? That's what happened to my video series 517342. I have nobody, and now I get 100 views, but only on those. Everything else can go to hell, I guess. Fair enough. Tomorrow goes with the last bit of Snoot game, and then I will fade back into obscurity. You can forget all about me, buddy. Until I put up the poll and we have the gator or whatever. It makes me sad because it means there's a lifespan on how popular I'll be. And that's scary, even if I don't care. Because some part of your human existence will force you to care. Because it's like, this is good, right? This has to be good, right? So you have to care. I can put on a Skeletor voice, though. I think I can. Actually, I've never really heard Skeletor specifically. I've heard impersonations of Skeletor. The fan couldn't recognize the speaking patterns of Naomi the Stalker. Yeah, that's actually a good one. That's actually a really fair point to make. I mean, admittedly, like, it ending because Snoot Game and everything is over, that's fine. You know? Not everyone you meet is forever. You meet them, you have some fun, and you move on. Be glad that it happened. Loved and lost and all that fun stuff.
You foolish skeletons! I told you to assemble the mega skeleton, not the tiny skeleton. What is he supposed to do? All that's going to happen is it's going to play that little Wario music from Wario Land 2, and I hate that song! Oh god, no, it's going to play, isn't it? If you play that song, I will come for you. Oh god damn it! Why is he so small? Where did you find these bones? It's not a child, is it? You better not find a child for this.
I had too much fun with that.
You seem to notice your reflection moving slightly. As you stare, glowing eyes burst out from your reflection scales.
I don't want more eyes.
Ugh. Now what are we supposed to do?
Why is it suddenly shifting to this? Also, why did Trish say that at all? Was that like a leftover line they just wanted to put in anyway? Because that feels like a leftover line they just wanted to put in anyway.
You understand the Mammotus Braxis, dude? Oh, fuck. Hey, can you come with me to get some more carve tomorrow? Because, like, the shit I've been getting lately, I think I'm getting scammed, dude.
Who is Mammoth?
I hate it when he texts people.
I love how all of these are generic lines that could be anywhere.
Come on, Faye. Tell us.
Just tell him. Mammotus Braxis.
Wait, Mammoth's is the true name of Braxis? How do you know?
I don't know, I just know. Mammoth's got my meditations, one of which is Braxis, yes. Anyway, I've been trapped inside this room for 7 ages. How long is an age? 700,000 years. Yikes. Oh, how I long to see the sun once more.
I can throw you in my bag if you want.
Alas, I am bound to this place. Only the essence of an angelic can set me free.
Okay, I'll do it. I'm sure something horrible happened, but I'll do it.
What could possibly go wrong?
Says the mighty and wise Bubsy the cat. Bubsy the bobcat, sorry.
At 3 times the charm.
3 times the charm.
No, it's okay. It's the birthright of my people, and I'm the one that got us into this mess. I put on the armor.
I love the idea of, like... Okay, so... This implies that Linnea is a fucking ASMR. And considering the language and stuff, that means that she probably, like, bullied Reed into getting a level adjustment 1 race. What a jackass, Linnea. Be nice. Skeletor was a villain in the Super Mario game. He should be. Then we can finally get Bowser another role.
Are you sure?
If he says sure, he shouldn't do it. Yes, I'm sure.
You don the armor.
But don't doff it. Because that's a daffodil.
As soon as you do, it constricts suddenly, fusing into your skin.
Ew.
A huge wave of energy bursts outward as everyone but Linnea is knocked off their feet.
Linnea is knocked into the air and juggled for 5 minutes.
Yep, that's about right.
The power gamer has leveled up because of
The
fucking
sand
course.
columns in the room explode outward. You all feel the ground quaking as massive pieces of the ceiling fall and explode in sprays of sand.
Reed, can one of your dungeons not explode violently for once? Just once. Just the one.
Nothing good comes from skeletons. I heard that.
As this is happening, Linnea, you hear a quiet voice echo in your head.
Don't worry, I got you, mommy.
That's gross.
Gross?
You watch as Linnea begins levitating upwards. A huge piece of ceiling lands on the altar, and it explodes in shards of glass.
That's a health hazard.
You all grab on as more chunks smash downward. The
Okay, listen. I know that we all have a certain understanding. But when someone mentions chunks, there's a special gland in my body that immediately activates. It vigorously begins to vibrate and requires me to expose you to an important bit of media regarding the nature of chunks. Please admire this at your own record. It's Know Your Meme, photo 1294263. And, yeah. Man, I'm having a bad today. So, chunks, huh?
I love this little penguin. I love how he waddles.
And I love giving him that accent. So, chunks, huh?
I love the one that's like blop 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 blop.
No, don't do the daddy mom. No. Linnea already talked about torture. I guess they're BDSM. Oh, admittedly, that's a plus, but chunks made me think of farming Darth grades. No, in Mario Galaxy 2, you gotta farm them on the bowling rink.
suit lurches to the side, plunging into the veil of sand on the wall.
So, chunks, huh?
You are all momentarily blinded, but the sand feels warm around you, like calm water.
I love how the players have, like, they get to do nothing. They're just victims of his whims.
Then, your stomachs lurch as you feel yourself rocket upward.
I was like that too, but, like, fair enough. But, like, it's implied that Reed has been at this for a decade. You should be better than this dude. Although he is trying to herd teens, so it's fair enough that he's giving them a more linear experience, because I don't know if they can appreciate the emotional maturity of... I mean, they could. You just gotta give them the... Gotta get the video games out of them. Darkgrave's a new Londo, though. Ugh.
You burst out of the sand, hurtling high above the dunes, until you all come arcing down onto the deck of the Vagrant.
Man, this is like in Terraria, where I got that inner tube and I just launched out of the water. Ugh.
Wow, they don't make you teens as sturdy as they used to, huh? You bunch of little shits couldn't take that. Well, that's a dramatic way to return.
Mind the paint job, please.
I figured out the true name of Braxis.
And Linnea's got a new sexy companion, right, Mommy?
Oh, no.
Ah, wonderful. This will be incredibly useful for our efforts to stop the cataclysm. You should all take a rest, you know. I mean, I already had like 5 naps today, but unlike you fuckers, I'm ready to go, baby. Ah, you're just a bunch of scoundrels, really.
You're horrible.
You all retire to your quarters and turn in.
I'm not 60, Reed. I'm not that old.
But Faye, you spend some time struggling to fall.
Jesus fucking Christ. Stop making Faye the protagonist. You just gave a power-up to one character. Ollie did nothing. Jeff did a little bit, and Maya did nothing. 2 people, Reed, 2 fucking people, Reed, at your table, did nothing. And you heap it on to the one person who had a little something. They already got the revelation. Fuck off.
Sleep. And when you finally do, you're suddenly awoken by a light in your eyes.
I just wanted to ask you, do you want some cake? Or can I have your slice, darling? Get out of here, Celeste.
You
No.
open them. Does someone have a torch? No. It's coming from outside. You open the door to the deck and step out. You hear it before you see it.
No, you wouldn't. Like, the asteroid is faster than sound. You would feel it before you heard it. That's what supersonic means.
A slow whine. A whisper. coming from this light in the sky.
Fun fact, if something were to go faster than light, it probably would hit you before you could see it because it would literally travel back in time to hit you, which is fucking awesome.
You hear something coming. A whisper, tickling at the base of your spine. A single word.
I'm not gonna make a joke.
Cataclysm.
I just mentioned that word.
Something zips onto the deck beside you. It's a small piece of hail, sizzling. Then zip, zip, zip. More start coming down around you. Then come the screams. The burning hail rains down, tearing through the ship. Everyone is panicking, running. It's chaos. You see Sid and Celeste turn and run full speed off the deck, holding hands as they fall.
Oh, don't worry, darling. I have a Fetafall potion right here with me. Sid's a coward.
The light winks out. For an eternity, everything is quiet.
The school shooting scene was way more dramatic. Like, here's how you do something like this, right? Like, I get it. It's Reed. It's not real. So you can be flimsy about it, but I think the real thing that makes the school shooting scene work so well is that Anon sounds like he's just so fucking done. The last line of that ending is "It's better this way," which is so awful for what had happened. Trish is just yelling. Reed is nowhere to be seen, and neither is Spears. Reed would be a bit weird, and Spears is somewhat more comic relief. He shows up, which makes sense, but he shouldn't be at that scene physically at the time, for obvious reasons. Oh, he might have actually gotten a shot, actually. I imagine a bullet could stop him as anyone else. Despite his strength, a bullet hurts. But that scene comes with a degree of dread and build-up. The horrors, the realization that like, the world hasn't ended, but your life has ended. And someone you know and love has done something awful. That unwillingness to accept it. The grayness, the quiet, the sounds, the sharpness, the thunder strike of every bullet that is fired. The smell of gunpowder and metal. The sight of bodies turning cold. Of living beings turning to corpses. Of a person you knew looking up at you with their last emotion. Not being that of the friendship you had, but the anger you betrayed it. Walking up to a rooftop and seeing someone you love that you want to apologize to, and they take your apology, but they don't use it. They take it to their grave. And the last thing they said to you, the last thing they did to you, is they shot at you in panic and horror, and you could do nothing to comfort them. But I guess Reed isn't, like, mature enough to set an emotional scene of, like, fuck, I guess.
Then on the horizon, you see the sunrise.
Like, this isn't... I've said it before, like, this is an easy apocalypse. Because you just die. Dying is easy. Living with death is hard.
Rays of crimson light crawl across the sky. The whole sky is a dazzling red. It's so peaceful. But your gut knows better. This isn't sunlight. Sunlight doesn't smell like ash. The sky is on fire. You hear the roar now, and your world explodes in pain. The sound is deafening. It's so hot.
Like, Reed, you do know that people who aren't at the impact site, Reed, the people who aren't at the impact site, they have to deal with, like, effectively a nuclear winter. And knowing that lots of people they know are dead, extended families, people they met online, the guy who custom made that plushie for you, they're dead. They're uncertain. The government's falling apart. You don't even know if you'll ever see them again. That is the terror of the apocalypse. Not that people are dead. That's easy. Death is easy. The horrors of war is sitting in a trench, buried under the bodies of your comrades, who you are too weak to push off. And you don't know if someone will find you before you join them, starving. Maybe you'll get so low, you'll take a bite out of them just to live another hour. Maybe you'll suck out the air in their lungs to keep the mustard gas at bay. Dying is easy, Reed. Surviving death and living with it on your lap is horror. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. The killing gets easier, but death never does. Yeah, like, Anon has to live for the rest of his life knowing that he caused a tragedy and he could have prevented it. And that will be stuck in the back of his mind forever. The guilt, the what-ifs, the possibilities, the hypotheticals. Stuck in a turbulent maelstrom he can't escape from. He can't drown in it unless he kills himself. And he can't escape it unless he's strong enough to find a handhold. I know that Swamp is Maya's thing. I hate that penguin. Ever since I had to short to the baby escort. What would make a great monologue in a video game? What I said, I didn't say anything smart. I'm not good at monologues. Actually, I like to think that I am. Because I like hamming the scene. But if you can clip that and turn it into a script, you're free to send it to someone who needs a monologue for something. I don't fucking know.
So inescapably hot. Why won't it just end? And you wake up.
Again, Reed, like, personal suffering is easy. I assure you that hell will not be you getting poked with pitchforks. Personal suffering is easy. You want to know why it's easy? Because your pain is your own. You decide over your pain. You can take your pain and you can put it away. You can accept it. You can embrace it. But you cannot change other people. When you cause something in someone else, you can't fix that by toughening up and being stoic. That is why other people's pain hurts more. Because you don't have the control and you don't know what the buttons are you need to push to make it work.
In your bed, on the ship. You glance over at the mirror, but you don't see Faye. You see a shadow. A shadow with a burning red smile that whispers, "Hello, Faye."
Okay, I like this. I like this. It's hammy. It's a villain thing. But I also think, and I've come to realize, this undercuts the emotional tension. Because you have this moment of desolation, of destruction. And now the bad guy goes, "Miss me?" It feels so flat. It's way more terrifying if you're alone. Because now, who do you blame? Who do you look for? Now you can go to him and go, "It's you. I'm going to kick your ass." And it discharges it. If that's the point, fair. But if you want that emotion to stick, you give him nothing. There's no resolution. There's only uncertainty. You want to know why? Because your brain hates that.
Miss me.
Anyway, thanks for giving everyone existential dread, Reed. They really needed that while the world is ending. Like, why isn't Maya like, "Fuck Reed, fuck you, don't do that, I've got enough on my brain"? Like, why are his friends okay with this? This is like, trigger warning stuff aside, this is trigger warning stuff, and you can't just do this when this, like, let me just have a drink. Let me have a drink. Given how big of a deal the asteroid is, shouldn't there be like special mental health posts for this? Shouldn't the school counselor be like, "Hey, if you're having difficulty because of the asteroid, come to my room. You know, that's something that's in my thing that I could consider." It's like Dr. Kegel would set something up. Like, "Hey, if you're having issues and you think the world's going to end, you can come to our room and we can talk about it." And then fucking Reed pulls this shit. It just feels so insensitive. It feels so like, why are you trauma dumping on me, Reed? Why are you trauma dumping on me? Fuck. I came here because I wanted to have some fun and kill a skeleton. Ugh. And everyone died. The end. Anyway, there was a monkey, and he was so ugly that everyone died. The end. You know, Reed, you can tell a story without making it about me for once.
And that is where we will end tonight's session.
You look so smug. You're a terrible GM.
That was... Phew.
Reed, dude, what the heck was
Yeah.
that last bit?
Yeah, that vision you gave Faye was ominous.
What?
Things are reaching their conclusion.
What fucking day is it, game? I don't know how long we have until the apocalypse. You can't do this.
Time's almost up.
Like, I don't need a date. I just need a time of year. Like, these guys live in the tropics. There are no seasons. Which is a cool thing that Night in the Woods does, because it's like the turnover from fall to winter. Whatever. Oh, it's October, yeah? Yeah, that's when fall starts.
Hey, Trish, can we talk?
Like, these are two already charged teens. Shouldn't they be, like, a little bit more, like, hey, after you just said you were ditching the band, and you got all this busy work, and now we got the dump from Reed, like, do we even want to talk about anything? Something's wrong with the lighting there, too, by the way. Don't know what it was.
It's kind of late, though. Gotta go feed Mango. Sage, walk me home. My cook with the left hook. We'll talk later.
He doesn't have a hook hand.
Battle of the Bands is gonna be epic. See ya!
I like that Fang looks pissed off, but... The nice little shots, though. Oh, that's cool. That's the house. I love the little colorless ones. It's a neat one.
Good evening. Our top story tonight. The latest on the asteroid scientists are predicting will make a close pass to the planet.
Official.
All right, that didn't help at all. I wanted to beat up skeletons.